Gobi.
Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a good night or day, morning, whatever. We are having a lot of fun backstage, but now we're trying to help Price get uh, his problem fixed. He's having issues. But welcome back to the season 3 of the Versus Streams. This is episode 3. As a reminder, the Taskmaster video is now private, so you may not be able to access it until the end of season 3, which I will then make it uh, public again. Hello, sexy goth girl. Good to see you. So
Hey,
today
Karen.
is the Battle of the Spirits of Vengeance from DC and Marvel. And it's going to be Spectre representing DC, Ghost Rider representing Marvel, and with me. Okay, we heard you, Price. Can you hear us? Price?
Oh no.
Price. Speak.
Anyway, moving on. With us, we got the row Price is Right. We got Ambassador. And we got Riot Kitty of Vengeance. I love that name. So, we are going to do this slightly differently tonight because usually I give both backgrounds, but because I decided to cheat a little bit, I'm going to let Ambassador do the Spectre's powers and abilities, where I'm going to be doing Ghost Riders.
Yay!
So, without further ado, I'm going to let everybody say hi to the chat and get this show on the road. Also, make sure you take part in the poll so you can cast your vote between Spectre and Ghost Rider. This is Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, the 616 that's currently King of Hell, apparently. I do not follow the comics, so this is going to be interesting. Am I boring you, Ambassador?
No.
I'm joking.
I know.
Alrighty, so I'm going to go with covering Johnny Blaze here. Johnny Blaze was, we all know, possessed by a very powerful supernatural being known as Zarathos, and he became the Ghost Rider. He has... What is that noise? Catching a lot of background noise here. We're all good. Sexy goth girl, but anyway. So, superhuman strength. Ghost Rider is able to lift up to 25 tons under normal circumstances. Nevertheless, if desired, he could, given the divine nature of his powers, increase them to incalculable levels. Damn. Superhuman stamina. Mystical energy that empowers him prevents his muscles from producing fatigue, toxins during physical ability or activities, granting him limitless superhuman stamina. Good to know. Superhuman durability, highly resistant to the point of basically being immune to all types of earthly physical damage, as he has taken blows from beings such as the Hulk, had his entire skull destroyed and regenerated instantly without any discomfort. And while the Ghost Rider is in control, only divine weapons forged in heaven can harm the Ghost Rider. He is capable of withstanding great impact forces, temperature and pressure extremes, powerful blasts energy blasts, and falls from great heights without sustaining energy or injury. As his bodily tissues have been transformed, leaving only a skeleton, most projectiles, such as bullets, simply pass through him or bounce off his bones. Ghost Rider's body is, for all intents, immune to physical injury, as he is evidently not able to feel pain and is able to survive with no apparent discomfort, no matter how severe the injury, unless a weapon force from heaven itself is used against him. And there's a stupid little bug on my screen. And superhuman agility. Mystically augmented being grants him reflexes or enhanced reflexes, coordination, dexterity, and accuracy. This provides heightened movement, allowing him to dodge projectiles such as Thor's hammer. That's cool. He has a healing factor, which, as we said, he can heal pretty much instantaneously, as his entire skull was destroyed, and it just healed like snap of a finger. Despite his invulnerability to conventional forms of injury, objects such as weapons forged in heaven by the archangel Zadkiel can actually harm him to a certain extent. However, if his being is damaged, the magical energies imbuing him allows the Ghost Rider or Johnny Blaze to instantly regenerate any and all damage done, even to the point of fully regenerating lost limbs in certain moments, and regenerating his skull after it was destroyed in seconds without any discomfort or evident pain. Supernatural awareness. He possesses an extrasensory ability that allows him to detect any supernatural occurrences around him. Hellfire Manipulation. This sucker can sear your soul. He can generate, control, project mystical fire or hellfire at will. Hellfire is the ethereal and supernatural flames that burns the soul of a person and can also be used to burn their physical body. He can utilize this fire in various ways. Hellfire infusion. His ability to channel hellfire allows him to imbue objects, basically turning things into useful weapons and whatnot. I mean, we all saw in the second Ghost Rider movie how he infused a crane with hellfire. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Projection. He can spew the fire from his eyes, mouth, chest, hands, including channeling the fire from his body into his weapons, such as the shotgun. In addition to projecting and infusing hellfire, he can perform a number of attacks, creating hellfire balls, spew out massive, unleash omnidirectional explosions that are incredibly powerful, kind of like what he did with the police in the first movie when they shot at him, capable of bringing great pain even to the Hulk. Okay, Price, I see you there. Liquid, Lake, good to see you. Not many can stand up to Spectre. True. We'll see how Ghost Rider handles it. Yep, and yep. Also, Hellfire constructs. He's able to construct various things such as walls, weapons, and his motorcycle. And Hell Firestorm. He's able to rain down firestorm of hellfire directly towards surrounding enemies, resulting in devastating destruction. Pretty much on the level of a thermobaric missile if he really lets loose. Otherwise known as a Moab, mountain destroyer, you know what I mean? Anyway, sin manipulation. Manipulate the immoral act known as sin. He can purify the soul, whether righteous or degenerate, from sin. However, this effect may cause the victim to be emotionless. He will only backfire the wrongs of the victim, causing either an emotional breakdown or repentance. He can do a number of things with it. Sin perception. He can read the hearts and souls of victims. also read, feel, and sense the sorts of sins the individual has committed in the rest of their life. Wow. And sin eating, also known as sin removal. He can remove and absorb any sort of sin from the individual, if so desires. Ride symbiosis. Okay. Um, he can ride, or he has a deep affinity for connecting with and commandeering his hell cycle without need or for direct control of it, easily able to order it to drive around by its lonesome as his or at his discretion or recall it to himself at will. Okay, that's cool. As the king of hell, he could even commandeer the decimated parts of his motorbike in order to fashion a makeshift gavel for himself while battling the Avengers. Damn. Soul manipulation has the ability to manipulate souls, the incorporeal essence of a living thing. This is interesting. The more evident when he performs the penance there, however, he is able to manipulate souls in various other ways. Soul reading, soul consumption, dimensional travel. He's able to traverse different dimensions, though it may have some complications due to the host's unfocused behavior. He can open vortexes to escape other realms. Demonic magic manipulation. He utilizes demonic forces and satanic spells to his advantage. His knowledge of hellish energies and essence provides him supernatural awareness when he encounters otherworldly figures. The chain projection, he wields a mystical chain that is capable of growing in length, cutting through almost anything and transforming into other weapons. He can also spew and direct chains from his mouth or chest at will. Cute. And control the movement with his mind. And we got the penance stare. As we all know, this turns a person's entire all of their sins back onto them, and you feel every bit of it all at once. And he is able to incapacitate the inhabitants of Mojo World without locking into their eyes and still inflicting great suffering. This, however, does not work on certain beings that are mentally unstable or enjoy violence, such as Deadpool and Punisher. Damnation stare. As the King of Hell, sitting on the infernal throne, in place of Mephisto, he has the power to bypass typical methodology of burning sinners from the inside out, using the past crimes and general malfeasance in order to punish the wicked, a much more expedient means of deporting the unjust straight to hell. The damnation stare works primarily best upon demons by judging whether or not the individual deserves to be cast back into the inferno for their prior judgment, both in life and in death, eviscerating the target while sending their souls screaming through the purgatory gates, a visceral fireball of gore and agony once upon being found guilty. He can alter his size, and he can exorcise demons. Okay, that's interesting. He's an
I didn't
expert
know it
stunt
could
riser.
change sizes.
Yeah, in the past, Ghost Rider demonstrated his ability to increase his size. After being shrunk, he was able to grow back to his original height through a sheer act of will. Recently, he once again performed this action, but only by enlarging himself against beings such as Thor and Satana Hellstrom. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And exorcism. As the King of Hell, Johnny gained control over the spirits of vengeance, allowing him to strip Danny Ketch of his power by forcibly removing the spirit from within him. Oh damn. So, yeah. Weaknesses. Corruption, a very dangerous side effect upon the damnation stare on demonic entities, is that their moral bankruptcy contaminates the rider bit by bit, making Blaze susceptible to Mephisto's direct control the more he uses it on the escaped condemned. Heavenly weapons, crafted in heaven or blessed, can mutilate the Ghost Rider. This is the only way to decapitate a spirit of vengeance. Host separation. Though killing with a heavenly weapon is one way, another way to defeat the Ghost Rider is to separate the spirit away from the host. This makes the host return to normal, but the spirit will remain in its current state until it finds a new body to inhabit. And that is all that we need to know about Ghost Rider. So, Ambassador, take it away with
Well, I don't
Spectre.
know. I didn't know if you wanted me to use Price's breakdown of Spectre because he sent you his full um, breakdown, sent it to you. So I didn't know if you wanted me to
Where's
read that
that?
off. He said he sent it to your Twitter DMs. I don't know if you wanted to pass it along to me, and then I can stand in for Price, being he was. I'm guessing he was going to cover Spectre tonight.
All right, so I will let me go check that. Oh.
I mean, I don't mind winging. I don't mind doing. I like I said, I did research today for this, but I would rather if Price has done the legwork and everything, I'd rather it be his words that are used rather than mine, being this was his brainchild.
Yes, it was. So let's. Oh wow, dude has some pretty okay. Uh, okay, and copy and send it to you.
Okay.
And
Okay. It's coming
hold on. I guess just gotta.
It's coming
kill
through.
the
It's just taking
time.
It's taking
There
a
you
minute.
go. Got it. And sent it to you.
Okay. All right. All right. This is from our good friend Price is Right Reviews. This is his breakdown of the Spectre. Almost identical to Zarathos, Ghost Rider, there was an angel named Ashtar who was an angel who rebelled against God, but then he asked God to forgive. Thus he does, but God told Ishtar he will have to service his wrath and judgment till the end of the age. Thus, in the biblical sense, the Spectre is who destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. The Spectre took the firstborn of Egypt, along with several other of the plagues of Egypt that were visited upon Egypt by God through Moses. And of course, he flooded the earth. Basically, the Spectre is a living embodiment of God's wrath and judgment. From Adam and Eve to the cross, the Spectre doesn't have a host. He was a roaming, very powerful force of nature. The Spectre is near omnipotent, but is limited to what God will allow him to do. His power is on the power scale of Galactus. In terms of what, and I'll add in some of my own research here, in terms of what the Spectre can do, he can undo and redo all of creation. He has energy manipulation ability. He has matter manipulation ability. He has telekinesis, telepathy. He can use all sorts of arcane arts within the DC universe. He is quite literally one of the most powerful arcane artists within the DC universe. He's even more powerful than Dr. Fate. He is able to go toe to toe and defeat both Darkseid and the Anti-Monitor, which are no small feats in and of themselves, considering the power scale of both of those beings as well. And he is immortal. He is omnipotent. He can pretty much do anything that he puts his mind to, so long as God will him to do it. And to answer CJ, the Rebellion Incorporated, the only question is, can he fight the Penance Stare? Well, here's the thing. The Spectre, removed from any corporeal anchor, is not going to feel any remorse or sympathy for what he does, because he is, in fact, the embodiment of God's, well, the Old Testament, God's embodiment of wrath and judgment. Therefore, he does not feel any remorse or sympathy. He actually enjoyed his job way too much, and that's why God had to anchor him to a human host to give him a degree of mercy. Without a human host, he does not have that degree of compassion or mercy. He is completely merciless in how he enacts God's wrath and judgment upon the world.
Yep. They actually tried putting the Spectre in the CW Arrowverse, believe it or not, and it ended up poisoning the Speed Force.
So to answer CJ's question, no, I don't think the Penance Stare would do anything to the Spectre.
No, but exorcism might.
Well, here's the thing, though. He's not a demonic spirit. He is a Holy
He's
Spirit.
not. He's still infused with with another entity that is a form of possession.
I suppose it would depend on who the host of the Spectre is, because the Penance Stare is like all your sins right back at you. It wouldn't be the
Yes.
Scepter's sins, it would be the host.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
that really wouldn't affect the Spectre per se, because the Spectre could remove and detach himself from the host and still be capable of doing whatever he deems he needs to do. And if he's taking on Ghost Rider, aka the King of Hell, I would say that God would say, yep, you got full access to all your abilities, and go whip his ass.
Yes, but then again,
Yeah.
God would also know that Ghost Rider might be the King of Hell, but he was also once an angel.
But
Yeah,
his
but he's now
ultimate
corrupted
form
him.
shall forever be Nicolas Cage. Okay.
Exactly.
You're right.
Honestly, I think Nicolas Cage did a wonderful job as Ghost Rider.
I
Yeah,
agree.
actually,
At least in the-
I like this movie.
I do too. I honestly like both of them.
The first movie I really liked. I have never seen the second one, but that's beside the point. That's a conversation for another time.
Oh,
The
setting a
second one is
Megatron
actually
is an
pretty
interesting
good.
question.
Could the Spectre take control of the Ghost Rider? No.
No, probably not.
He's immune to outside influence unless he brings it, or unless he activates it through the Damnation Star.
Yeah, but again, the Spectre is not going to feel any remorse or pity for what he does in the name of God.
No, he really doesn't. I watched that animated short. He really doesn't.
He doesn't care
Makes
about
guys
anything.
piss their pants, and he's like, "Oh, I don't care."
Yep. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize this, but there's a movie out there called The Return of Black Adam, but they also put in a Spectre short and a Green Arrow short for that movie as well, because, well, The Return of Black Adam happens to also be like only 15 minutes long.
Yeah, it's like all these different shorts, and like I think some of them were like test pilots for like series. I think the Green Arrow one was for Young Justice, basically.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And when I saw the Spectre, I'm like, I really wouldn't want to mess with this man.
Like, I wouldn't mind a short TV show about him. So.
Well, yeah. A little short segue off, and then we'll get back on topic. Did either one of you watch the Batman Death in the Family? Because that had some really interesting shorts in it, besides the main one about the death of not Tim Drake. Or no, it was Tim Drake. The second Robin that was killed by the Joker.
No, I did not.
The death in the family thing. I saw a couple of clips on YouTube. I haven't played it all the way through or watched it. I don't know.
That's okay. No, it's cool. It's all right. Honestly, I thought it was really neat. They had the actual short with one of the characters from the Sandman universe. It was about death, the embodiment of the DC version of death, and it was actually really cool.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, Stunning and Brave, the return of Black Adam is actually quite dark because he actually kills himself because he would rather not lose.
Actually, I like the Zachary Levi movie, but that's me. But anyway.
Yeah, I like the movie
thought it was
too.
pretty good,
I
too.
don't think I've actually watched The Return of Black Adam. I've seen a few pictures, and that's it.
Spectre and Ghost Rider are both celestial beings in the spiritual realm, thus the stare wouldn't work on the Spectre.
Yeah.
Yeah, the penance stare is... Again, it'll affect the host, but it's not really going to affect the Spectre, because the Spectre is going to go, oh, you're trying to do that thing. Okay, I'm just going to yoink myself out of this body, and I'm just going to kick your ass anyway.
His pull-out game is strong.
That's what she said. That's quite literally what she said.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there is one thing that does hold the Spectre back. It's the limitation of the human mind. Because the Spectre could actually literally do anything he put his mind to. However, he had if the mind is limited, he can't unlock his full potential unless he leaves the body and lets the Spectre take control completely. So this is actually it's a pretty yes, Ghost Rider does have his limits, but if he decides to just cut loose completely, like I said, he could unleash a storm of hellfire that could literally turn Afghanistan into a glass floor. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but it's not going to do much to the Spectre. I mean, yeah, it might destroy the host body, but the host body's
hellfire
gone.
Burns spirits, including souls. It doesn't matter if it's angelic or not, or demonic.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The Spectre is going to be able to reconstruct himself almost instantaneously. I mean, this is a guy that went up against the Anti-Monitor. This is a guy that went up against the Anti-Monitor and Darkseid. Freaking Darkseid. One of the new gods from
and
the
guess
world.
What? Ghost Rider could literally walk up to Darkseid and freaking penance stare his ass.
Well, maybe so, but it's not going to really affect him. Because Darkseid doesn't feel any pity. He's not going to feel any pity or remorse for what he's done. He doesn't have a conscience.
You're right, actually, on that one. Yep, you're right.
And the Anti-Monitor, the penance stare is going to do jack all as well.
However, he did knock Galactus on his ass.
That is true, but let's be honest here. Compared to Darkseid and the Anti-Monitor, as much as I am a Marvel fan, Galactus is a lightweight. He does have a conscience. Sort
of. The Anti-Monitor? Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. The Anti-Monitor. I remember from Crisis on Infinite Earths.
The Crisis on Infinite Earths,
yeah.
Where pretty much the Spectre destroyed the Anti-Monitor, destroyed the entire universe, and then remade it within a split second, which reset the entire DC universe. In essence.
Wow.
New 52, basically.
Actually, it was before New 52.
Huh?
That event was before the New 52.
Oh,
that was a separate event. Yeah.
This is literally Zarathos versus the Spectre Ashtar, two fallen angels. Yep.
Honestly, Spectre is only limited by the bindings that God gives him. So
like I said,
it's very. It's kind of hard because these two don't really have physical bodies, can't do strength or whatever. It's just all about the spirit's will or something.
Yeah, let's be honest here.
psychology.
the embodiment of God's wrath and vengeance up against a piddly little fallen angel. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give the edge to the Spectre here. Just saying.
All right. Well, that's fully entirely possible. Yeah, you might be right. And it's a good thought too. I mean, one thing I did like was with that, let's go into some favorite moments of Ghost Rider and whatnot. I actually did look up the Penn and Stare attempt against Punisher, and he's like, yeah, and I don't give a damn about about those people.
Yeah.
I
don't.
I felt nothing. And with Deadpool, it's like, oh, come on, roll that beautiful bean footage. It's like, holy shit, dude. I mean, that's basically Deadpool. He's like, ooh, I can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah.
He didn't
He's
feel
so
a damn thing.
insane.
Let me
He
pop some
doesn't even care.
Hey, let me pop some popcorn, get some nachos, and make some chimichangas, and we'll just watch this sucker.
Yep. Like,
let's make
Please publish this into a short film.
I know.
That's
right?
what Deadpool would say, because that's how Deadpool rolls, and that's how that's why we all love Deadpool.
Yep. Yeah, basically.
I say Spectre wins. Hey, JM 201 or 2021. Good to see you.
I honestly say Spectre.
Yeah.
He's gonna take it, honestly.
I think it's unanimous that Spectre's taking this one.
Yep.
Spectre's gonna be like, oh, you got some Hellfire. That's nice. That's okay. Here, how about the full might of all the plagues of Egypt, and I pour them upon you, you pathetic little speck of a spirit.
Smack him with holy water.
Smack him with his holy backhand.
Holy backhand, Batman. Spectre's physical. If I could describe the Spectre physical, imagine Lord of the Rings, a green cloaked Nazgul rider with very dim Lord of the Ring ghost glowing inside the green cloak.
I understand that reference, Price, and yeah.
Honestly, like, I know that Oliver Queen was once the Spectre's host in like the Arrowverse, but he really does look like Green Arrow, but it's medieval.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And I'm like, that but why did it poison the Speed Force,
It's called bad writing.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Yeah.
Ergo.
And then somehow it comes back. Yeah. I mean, dude, they basically have lightning sabers in this
Don't even.
Oh, wait. Did you guys see?
Don't get me started on that.
Someone actually put Duel of the Fates over that lightning sabers. It's hilarious.
Oh, I've got to see that. That would be hilarious.
Oh, it
is. Here's a better question. Why the hell is Thawne fighting with Barry?
I don't even watch the Flash.
It's like,
I don't follow it, but
I don't watch any. I don't even
watched
watch
it up to a point.
I never watched any at all because I don't find the CW shows very interesting. Of course, I'm not really a DC guy. I'm Marvel. I like the Marvel because it's marvelous.
Jordan.
I mean, there are some characters in DC I like, but
I'm getting some more stuff from Price in DMs here. So the Spectre is near omnipotent, but is limited to what God will allow him to do. His power is,
yeah.
The Spectre is being like Ghost Rider, so sin abilities won't work on either of them. Hal Jordan was a host to the Spectre. Well, that's cool.
Yep.
So he really was into the color green. He was the
Yeah.
embodiment of the color green, just like
wow,
Prince
interesting.
is the embodiment of purple rain.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I knew Hal Jordan was, and then it's
And
like,
if you put purple and green
Well,
together, what do you get? The Joker.
what is some of the weaknesses of Spectre?
I don't think he. I know
God.
he has.
And
he
then
has
and then
maybe. I think that one weakness he really has is the fact that if he gets anchored to a human body, it can limit his abilities. And he obviously, his powers are mandated or limited by God's will. But aside from that, I don't know if the Spectre really has any. Price, if you're the
Well,
expert here.
I
I'm
am
filling in as
accessing
much
it now.
actually, I found one.
He needs a human host.
No, I found a different one. It's basically, apparently, if you're a powerful enough magic user, you can defeat the Spectre.
Yes.
And
Sufficiently powerful
like
magic.
he can,
Yeah.
if he uses a very strong attack, he will become vulnerable to magical attacks and some physical attacks. So you
Yes,
gotta
his
make him
power
use his
is.
stuff.
Yep, he's finite. He has divine limitations. The voice can impose limits on what the Spectre is able to do, as it did in binding the Spectre to a mortal host. Divine law. There are certain boundaries that even the Spectre cannot and indeed must not cross. If he does, he faces punishment of the Presence. When the Spectre killed Nabu, he drew the Presence attention and was recalled. The Spectre was not able to judge Necron because Necron doesn't have a soul. Yeah, so there are...
Ghost Rider doesn't really have a soul, does he? Well, I mean, the host does, but not him.
The host, yes, but...
But not Ghost Rider
Zarathos,
specifically, the spirit.
No.
Well, Zarathos
unless
isn't...
you consider the spirit is a soul, but if Ghost Rider can actually cause Spectre to use up a lot of his power, then and it doesn't kill him, well, yeah, there's a problem. Ghost Rider could edge it out.
Just barely. I mean, let's be candid here. This is not me trying to hedge my bets. This is a very neck and neck fight, to be honest. Because these guys,
I mean, this is not a clean sweep of 10 out of 10.
These guys are very evenly matched. They do have some vulnerabilities, but they're very minor vulnerabilities.
Indeed.
I mean, it's not something that's easily manipulated or taken advantage of on either side.
Yep.
Great, thanks, Megatron. Now I'm thinking of like Shrek movie, but with Donkey as a Spectre.
I am the Spectre. I am the embodiment of God's rage and wrath.
Donkey. And I'm here to claim his...
I am an ogre. Well, now I must destroy you, ogre. For you are altogether evil outside of God's mercy and love, and I will reap his vengeance upon you because you smell like stinky feet cheese and you're mean to people. Now face the might of God's wrath. Help me, help me, help me. This donkey's about to eat my soul.
Okay. That happened.
No, Spectre versus Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Sorry,
hello, Madam Ambassador.
Orange says hi.
Hello.
Yeah, ogre souls are like onions. They have layers.
And they crisp up very nicely in green holy fire. And you get a nice onion blossom. You get a holy onion blossom. Holy onion blossom, Batman. Let's go to Outback.
Jesus, Ambassador, what are you on, dude?
What? I'm happy. Is that a crime?
It could be. I mean, hell, dude. What the...
Well, excuse me.
Well, that was an interesting thing to come back to after letting my cat out.
What the hell?
I think this stream just went completely and utterly off the rails, and thank you very much. I'm here all week. Make sure to tip your waitress.
Okay.
All right. How about let's get back on track and maybe what are you guys' favorite moments of the Spectre or Ghost Rider or both? How about that?
Ghost Rider taking a piss in Ghost Rider, or in the second Ghost Rider movie.
Okay.
It's like a fucking flamethrower.
One of my favorite moments, when the Spectre flooded all the sinners in the Old Testament.
Nice.
Interesting.
If you didn't miss the Spectre's biggest rival.
I think like Ghost Rider. I don't.
Or when he made Darkseid his bitch.
I give my waitress a different kind of.
That's a picture.
I am Darkseid. That's nice. I'm the Spectre. I'm about to kick your craggy ass.
Craggy ass. Okay, gotcha.
Okay,
Well, look at Darkseid's appearance. He looks like craggly old gray dust or clay or whatever. Now imagine what his ass looks like. It's gonna be gray and craggly, just like his face. I mean, honestly, let's be honest here. Darkseid face and his ass probably bear more resemblance than we both realize. The only difference is one shoots omega beams, the other one shoots omega farts.
Oh, God.
Dude, wow. Okay, so this is seriously gone off the rails.
Probably. Okay, I guess I remember. So I don't really follow the comics that much, but I remember there was a storyline. I don't remember if it was Elseworlds or not, and they had baby Thanos. And it was Ghost Rider taking care of baby Thanos.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
And it was so cute though. It was morbidly cute. It's just are you going to become a sinner when you're older? And it's just and it just looks at him. It's like, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just kind of like a weird mundane setting for Ghost Rider to be in, and I liked it.
Fucking Ghost Rider raising Thanos.
Nope.
No, the Orange Hat show isn't responsible for acts of Ambassador, so don't sue.
No, warning, this show is not meant for the light of heart. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah.
Warning, you will die laughing.
Yep. Anyway.
Even Titan Brave Megatron says Darkseid's got a saggy swamp ass.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because...
I don't even want to know how he knows that, but okay.
Well, Granny Goodness probably told him because, well, Darkseid swings that way with Granny Goodness. Just saying.
Don't really need to know that. Oh, God.
Oh, God, this bastard's dying.
There's an image you'll go to bed. There's an image that you'll go to bed thinking about tonight.
Not really.
Oh god.
Well,
Okay.
have you seen Grady Goodness? Not to mention Grady Goodness was actually voiced by a dude. Granted, it's a dude that's no longer with us, Ed Asner. So, just saying, we don't know
Oh,
how we
speaking
we
of
don't
Ed
know how
Asner,
we don't know how Earthside
rest.
necessarily swung.
Speaking of Ed Asner, rest in peace to Ed Asner.
Yes, rest in peace. With all
Rest
due
in peace,
respect
man.
and no humor whatsoever. Rest in peace,
Because
Ed Asner.
because that dude was a freaking legend.
Yes, he
And
was.
Who do you think would play the Spectre? Like if it was in like, a good movie.
I would see him as
Who would
CG,
be?
and you know who I would have for the voice? Michael freaking Ironside. And yes, that is really his freaking middle name.
Okay.
Michael Ironside?
Yes, I would see Spectre as a CG character, but I would see Michael Ironside doing the voice.
The guy from Terminator Salvation? And Total Recall? Yeah.
And Total Recall and Highlander 2, the Renegade Edition.
Yep.
Yes, I know it's bad, but he completely rocked as Zero Katana.
Yeah, he did.
Totally. So, and also from Starship Troopers.
Yep. Everyone fights, no one quits. You don't do your job, I'll shoot you myself. He does great work, dude. Ironside is awesome.
I think he would be, well, not to mention, he did the voice of freaking Darkseid for Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, so he would be perfect for the Spectre. Just saying. He's already played one badass.
Huh.
Yes, Soul Assassin. I do remember that Ed Asner was the voice of Hudson on Gargoyles, and yeah, he was Master Varuk for KOTOR, and he killed it in both parts.
I did my tribute to him the day he died on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, yeah, definitely great guy, and I only know him. I most know him from Pixar's Up, but
Yep.
Can I come with you? No.
The voice I would choose, Benedict Cumberbatch.
That's not bad.
I would. I don't know if this would necessarily work. You probably have to get more ambience for it, but I would. I might choose. I don't know why, but I like the sound of Peter Cullen. I suspect.
Peter Cullen?
Are you
Yes.
right? Only I can be. I'm the only one that can act like they're high on this stream. What are you smoking?
Which one is Peter Cullen again?
He's the voice of Optimus Prime in a lot of movies and stuff.
Oh, yeah, him.
No. You want something epic and awesome, not cartoonish and silly. I am Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime's voice isn't cartoonish.
Autobots, roll out.
Well, let's go to the nearest Prius dealership and violate all the Priuses.
What?
Okay, Ambassador, that was just disturbing.
Oh, God.
Madam Ambassador, you need to take your hubby to rehab.
She's in the bedroom. She can't hear you. She's playing Need for Speed 2 Underground, probably.
Oh, my God.
That or she's saying her rosary, one or the other.
Either way, you need therapy, man.
No, I don't.
That was just fucked up weird.
No weirder than Robot Chicken when Megatron and Starscream hide in a Prius dealership and it starts playing techno club music.
Dude, there's a guy that wrote a movie about getting knocked up by a freaking vehicle. That is on the same level of the crap that you just said.
You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Go check out my Robot Chicken. They did do a short about that.
Okay, fine. I have another option for you. I don't know if you'd heard this one.
Okay.
Michael McConaughey.
Michael McConaughey is the voice of the Spectre? No,
no, not McConaughey. McConaughey.
I have no idea who that is.
Well, yeah.
Okay, well, basically, he is the voice of Drayden in Pokemon Generations, and he would be like my second choice because he sounds almost exactly what I would think the Spectre would sound like.
Okay, I'll give you a good voice for the Spectre. Mads Mikkelsen.
Really?
Damn, that's a good one. How about Johnny Depp?
Which
I don't
version?
know about Johnny Depp.
Straighter acting. When I say okay, sober or acting drunk, I literally mean acting drunk. Okay, here's. I want to hear Raging Rhino voice the Spectre. I don't know how I feel about that. Gary Cole. I actually know who Gary Cole is. Let's see. He played Bill Lumbergh in Office Space. He was one of the announcers in Dodgeball. He was in Babylon 5 Crusade.
Okay, here's the thing.
Yes.
Raging Rhino voicing the Spectre. Fuck off, you fucking cunt!
I don't think I would imagine. I don't think the
Rhino would fucking pull that.
The only problem is I don't think the embodiment of God's wrath and vengeance would swear that much. Now, Manchester.
The narrative's a sin. Yeah, exactly, Stunning a Brave. Instead of the narratives, fuck the narrative's a sin.
Now, Raging Rhino is Manchester Black. Oh yeah, I could definitely hear that.
Yeah. Out of 10, 6-4 Spectre. I mean, it's a slim fight. Okay, yeah, we do need to get to the out of 10s. Okay. So, Ambassador, out of 10, what's your choices?
I'm gonna go 7-3 in favor of the Spectre.
All right, and Riot.
8 out of 2, Spectre takes it. Sorry, okay. Ghost Rider, I love you, man.
I like Ghost Rider, but he would lose.
Yep. And me, I would actually say I would actually agree with Price, 6-4.
Cool.
So, yep, and that will actually lead us to our conclusion of this stream. So in 2 weeks, we have, let's see here, 2 weeks. What is 2 weeks? So 14 days, the 24th. And it looks like it's edging up to be Predator versus Klingon.
Didn't we do that one already?
Did we?
I think it was like Predator versus something else, but...
Or was it Aliens versus Klingons?
It was, I believe... It was
something versus Klingons, but I thought it was Predators versus Klingons.
No, it was like some other alien race.
It was the Trandoshans versus Klingons.
It was Trandoshans versus Klingons. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was back in season 2.
Okay, my bad. Okay.
So, yep, we're gonna have episode 4 as we got. Oh, also, I am reopening suggestions for future versus streams, folks. To let you know what we have so far. So far, we have what's coming up next is the Predator versus Klingon, then Scorpion King versus Conan. Sometime close to Halloween will be Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees.
Ooh.
We have Mara Jade versus Starkiller.
Ooh. That's gonna be
Monsterverse Mechagodzilla versus Gypsy Danger.
What?
from Pacific Rim.
Gypsy Danger.
From Pacific Rim.
Oh.
The big blue guy, or the big blue one.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's such a weird name. Okay.
And Darth Zana versus Darth Talon.
Ooh.
Dogs versus cats.
Dogs versus cats. The age-old conflict. Or the conflict of the ages.
Yep.
Well, technically, is it God versus the devil? Because cats are very devilish.
They're satanic almost. And they do have underworld pinnings, so yeah.
Well, we all
Cats
know
are the guardians of the underworld in ancient Egyptian mythology.
That is true.
And a lot of people don't get it, but if you take ancient Greek mythology and compare it to Catholicism, you're going to find a lot of parallels, folks.
Maybe.
7 circles of hell. Well, guess how many times the River Styx runs around the underworld?
Soul Assassin.
Cats are demons, so I picked the pussies.
No,
God, dude.
No.
Taco Bell dog versus Meow Mix cat. Oh my god.
Actually, better. Taco Bell dog versus Morris the cat, because that cat actually talks. Well, sort of.
Well, the Taco Bell dog's dead, so
oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but if you got any
how about
serious
Target dog?
If you have any serious suggestions, send them to my inbox at Orange or on Orange Hat Reviews on Twitter. The one that's not suspended, because the one that is suspended, well, you can't really do shit with it. My handle is Orange Hat 2185. Burger King versus Ronald McDonald. Jesus Christ. Mass Effect crew versus Star Trek.
Ooh.
Soul Assassin. I don't know Mass Effect crew.
I do.
I don't know Mass Effect either. I mean,
plus I'd have to rip the Band-Aid off my current bleeding heart for other information on Mass Effect, because I do know somebody who does. But yeah, that's like I already said.
Burger King versus Ronald McDonald would be a
Dude, Burger King already had a nice versus with Darth Vader.
Yeah.
That breathing competition. It was just nuts.
I mean,
anyway,
if you've
folks,
seen like the Burger King fight, it's just freaking crazy.
Actually, I kind of did. I think what's their names? The Racka Boys actually had a Burger King dude versus Ronald McDonald versus Wendy versus freaking Colonel Sanders.
Oh my god, really?
It was
I've got an interesting versus idea. Lilu from the Fifth Element. Lilu from the Fifth Element versus Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff version, MCU.
Lilu.
Maybe.
I mean, if it MCU, so that would be the ScarJo version. I mean, if it was Lacey Lennon, let's just say that they would probably get it on. Colonel Sanders versus Popeyes. Jesus, man. Okay, if you guys have any serious ones, again, go to my inbox or DM me on Twitter.
I think I already had a suggestion. Maybe I should resend it. I don't know.
What was it?
Oh, it was a Gambit versus the Dandy Man from Helsing.
Well, that would actually be a pretty decent card carrying trick. Because that dude was able to slice a freaking anti-tank round in two with a card.
Yep.
You know what? That one is actually, I will actually entertain that one, right? I will actually entertain that one. Anyway, folks, we are going to call it here. I want to thank Riot Price and Ambassador for joining me, even though Price had his little hiccups. But still, thank you for recommending the stream as well. Anyway, folks, that is going to be the video. You all know the drill. If you're catching this on the replay, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me take a look at the poll on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll do that too. Oh, wow.
Who won?
Well, actually, I got to refresh the page.
Of course you do.
Some... Wow. 50-50.
No shit?
No shit. 50-50.
Riot, have you voted yet on that?
You said it's on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's in the YouTube chat.
Oh, on the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
It helps if you have a second tab open.
Yeah, I don't.
Slacker.
Well, I didn't know there was a
12 votes, not bad. Yeah,
oh,
you can
here
put
we
it,
go.
Or, yeah.
There. I voted.
And Riot Kitty has voted, and well, that would put it at 13 votes, and it still hasn't changed for me.
I got 54% to 46 on Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
there we
Spectre's
go.
up.
Alrighty, so yep, and of course this thing just fucking reset on me. Alrighty, folks, that's going to end the stream. So thank you all for tuning in. Catch the replay, and if you have any serious recommendations, let me know, and I will see if I can make them happen. Until then, this has been Orange Hat and the panel. Have a wonderful night, and always remember, stay humble.